Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you get an all-star in the making.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Montgomery back to the ground. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney from 13 yards out. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Santos for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A play fake, and it's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Foreman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Off play action, Fields. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run with Foreman. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Faking the give, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault from 13 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now Montgomery running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Thomas has got it. Complete. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's the give to Hubbard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault as the 1st half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Fields throw complete there to St. Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken at the goal line. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Again, it's Foreman. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A carry for Foreman. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
A slant to Jones. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play action. It's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Jones has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Darnold on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Off play action. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, he couldn't connect on that one.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Foreman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Jones on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. So now Fields and the Bears down 28-20. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. All eyes on Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Now Fields. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A run by Foreman to start the drive. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They run again with Foreman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Uses the stiff arm. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. Foreman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Darnold. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.